Okay. As the team moves on into the next stage of events, you manage to get here without too much of a worry. A few days of travel in the future will lead you to your next destination, which is honestly just Dust's former master slash former apprenticeship when he, well, learned how to make what he now knows how to make. More on that maybe later. But along the while, you began to learn a few things here, trade, make commerce, and requisition a few things. Also, met a few new people. A nice dwarven woman, a nice tabaxi young adult. I don't know why that sounds weird. He's like 18 or 20. It just feels weird for some reason. Anyways.
Just a few years younger than I am.
Yeah.
My character is definitely much younger than I am.
Yeah. But regardless, some new people here and there, some grumpy more than others. You did learn about a dungeon and decided for today maybe that's what you want to do. Or not. That's the last thing I have in my notes, so we'll figure that out when we get there. Opal is currently helping out with Nikolai's new potential item, and, well, the rest of the gang is also there. Ada kind of got worried when Whisper didn't come back last night, and immediately Whisper said, "We talked about this yesterday. You get time to relax for yourself." She apologized and was sorry for Whisper at the very least. And your team is now back together early morning. It's the final hours before Nikolai gets his new item. So what do you guys do before you go there? And then head out somewhere where you technically don't know where it is. You've been given general directions.
Oh boy.
What do you guys do?
Wait, so there's only a few hours until Nikolai's scarf is ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Nikolai is trying to contain his excitement. He can't. He's kind of like fidgety. Like, you know how you get when you're like, you get to go on like a trip or something and you're like, can't sit still.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Plus, now that you know, well, you made it official last session. The girl that you're going out with is okay and didn't get exploded by a fireball.
Sure, that too.
It's a little bit more exciting now. Too bad about the partner, though.
On themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Whisper does state. All right then. Any plans for today? Other than maybe dungeon delving? We were given general directions that there was a dungeon outside of the city, but I don't know. We're smart enough that we can figure it out. Most of us. Dust and me and maybe Amara.
I think it might be a good idea even just to reach out to that individual. He seemed like he was interested in actually going in and seeing what was going on in there. But,
fair to say.
and he'll probably have the best idea of where to enter in. Otherwise, we'd just be trying to go in blind.
I mean, if he knows, he looked younger than me, honestly. Probably someone else told him about it. Like, if we don't need to cut him in, if we find anything, we can probably just find the information elsewhere.
Yeah, true. I'd be down for that. Anything that we'd find in there would be ours, and we wouldn't have to share with anybody else.
How dangerous? Did he say that it was? Was it going to be challenging?
He said he wanted to check it out sometime after the festival. Or before
Yeah, he
it.
never said it was dangerous or really dangerous.
Yeah.
More than likely, he did not even enter in. He found the entrance, but didn't enter in.
Amara does state, it does sound like he's new to this and just got general information. If he's not historically known to be, this part of the job, he might die if it's dangerous.
Well. When is it required? When do we need to? We need to go into there? I mean, I don't have a really preference on time, but
No,
We
it's just an option.
It's an option, but the fair will be in what, 2 days?
2 days.
And so ideally we would leave either today, and then we'd have today and tomorrow. We'd go through the night and tomorrow. Or we could do it early in the morning tomorrow.
I like the morning plan. That sounds nice.
It's early morning today.
Oh. Can we pick up the scarf and then go there?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Nikolai's eyes light up.
No, we would have picked up the scarf before we head out, regardless.
Yeah.
So.
You guys
Yeah.
are having your breakfast, going to get the scarf, and then doing whatever with the rest of your day.
Mhm.
Can I have some more cactus juice?
The bar owner looks towards you. We don't serve that this early in the morning.
Do you have a virgin cactus juice or something? Like just a flavored juice or something?
That's just lemon water. She makes you some lemon water and puts it to the side on the house.
Okay. Oh, and then I'll grab it.
You grab it. It's good. Honestly, it's like sugar with lemon and not magic, but it's honestly very good.
Nice.
But regardless, you get your virgin cactus juice. No alcohol. And Whisper does state, okay, we're going to have to talk about you and this clear dependency, but more on that later.
What? Dependency?
If anyone else has anything to do today, we should probably do it early in the morning, which is now. Otherwise, we're going to be in the dungeon who knows how long.
Yeah, no. We don't know how long it'll take to go through that. Kind of get some things prepped. And how much longer, Nikolai, did you say?
I don't know. Ask Opal.
Like a half hour.
Half hour.
Is that what she said?
She said early in the morning the following day, which is now.
Oh, well,
You could get a
maybe
no.
any time now, I suppose. I don't know. Probably after breakfast.
Well, after breakfast, we could probably go and get it.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Have you spoken with Julian yet?
It's
Sure.
only it's
Then, on the way, I would like to
It's
stop
only
by.
What do you want from me? I choke on lemon water.
I do want to be on our way out. I do want to talk to Dr. Jeffers. I mean, not Dr. Jeffers. Sorry, above game. I had a professor named Dr. Jeffries. And so Master Jeffers is just so close that I incorporate doctor into it.
That is fair. It could be a doctor.
Yeah. I'd like to stop by Master Jeffries and Winston's stall. Well, yeah.
It's a
booth.
stall.
Stall. To talk about when the caravan will leave, and then on our way out, I'd like to inform the shop that will be procuring our camels when we plan on leaving, just so that they can give a heads up, get a heads up.
Winston and the new Dr. Jeffers are there. Since it's his booth, it's now the big cat again. Winston looks towards you. Oh, Dust, and I don't think I remember the rest of your names. Sorry about that. But
Nikolai.
the caravan does seem to have enough room for all of you to go. It does look like you're missing a few people, though. You don't know where Whisper went. And you know where Oppo is, which is a couple stalls to the left. But we should have enough room for all of you.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly. That's amazing. We were just stopping by and wondering when the caravan does leave, when it leaves.
There are a few that are leaving the day of the final day of the festival. There are a few afterwards that are leaving 3 days afterwards. So the day after the festival, 2 days after the festival, and 3 days after. At that point in time, it would be weekly, every other week.
Okay.
So I guess bi-weekly.
Yeah. But when are you guys leaving in particularly?
Honestly, we are here to sell our wares for half the festival, and then the other half will just be using the money gained to get any other items we might need, or just enjoy ourselves.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So we are able to go when we desire, I suppose.
Okay. We'll probably, because I made arrangements to get some camels for our group, and they were wondering when they would need to be ready, and so I'll just kind of inform them. We'll plan on for our group the day after the festival ends. So
That shouldn't be too much of an issue.
I will be stopping by later. Right now we kind of have some plans, but I will be stopping by later. I do want to procure some items, some minerals and whatnot, so that I can enchant them with some particular spells. So,
Very well. We do have some here, but minerals as in rock minerals, or what kind?
rock minerals will be fine. I'm looking to make at least a set of sending stones, maybe a couple. So.
Then you would need. Man, I am blanking on the name. I'm just gonna make one up. Then you would need some quartz crystals alongside some opal.
Okay.
But you should be able to get that anywhere. It's just the enchantment is the main issue.
Yeah.
If you'd like, we can have some prepared later in the day, so you can have them and refine them whenever you'd like.
That would be amazing. I will pay you then. I may not be able to come back today, but most likely tomorrow.
We'll have them prepared. The newly titled doctor looks towards you. It is fine, Dust. We have had history. Well, me and your former mentor. More than willing to help out.
She's still my mentor. I'm just going on my journey currently, so.
That's fair. Regardless.
It is good to see you again.
You as well, my friend. And the rest of your lot, who I do not know, and many of you are fancifully dressed. I can see you make quite a lot of money. Feel free to shop by. But don't worry, we'll have your items here held for you. It doesn't cost that much. We just need to make sure we procure it.
Oh, very well. Thank you. And I will be sure to stop by.
Right.
And it will be good journeying with you guys, potentially, depending on when we leave.
Likewise, my friend. Winston then states, so how many of the minerals do you need?
I'm trying to think. I'm going to say I want enough for 6 sending stones.
Okay. That amount should shouldn't be an issue. That'll come out to... Let's see. Sending stones aren't that big. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. That'll come out to 80 gold. We can't obviously supply the enchantment, of course. But we can supply the material. But since you're buying so many, we can reduce it down to 60 gold.
Oh, that is amazing. Yes, that'll be great. And yeah, no, I personally don't have the spell, but I'm just procuring these and getting them ready so that I can work it.
Of course. There are some enchantments in enchanters in the city currently, and then there are some that are going to come into the city. So you might be able to find someone along the lines. Unfortunately, that's not our forte, so I can't really recommend anyone.
Yes. Actually, instead of 6, let's make it 8. It came to mind a few other individuals that I'd like to give it to.
Then we'll round it down to 80. It would be 100,
Okay.
but just round it down to 80. I already gave you the
Yes.
discount. He
Yeah.
chuckles.
Yeah, no, it just last minute a few popped in. So yeah, so enough for 8. So
Of
okay.
course. You say ill pleasantries. He makes requisition forms. He gives you a bill of due, which just means when you're ready, you can pay to get your items.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's another name for it, but that's what I called it, so that's what it is now.
Yeah.
You say your more or less goodbyes. See you later, more accurately. And you head towards the next stall. The big cat's no longer there, but obviously I can't remove them from the art of the background. Oh, I can apparently. It shows the wrong layer.
You're good.
No, we kind of understand what's going on.
It's
Yeah,
just
okay.
easier.
I was
But
gonna say, just add a big person in front of the cat.
Perfect.
There we go.
Now he has the
Right.
body of the cat.
I can't find Opal anywhere. Finding you from a different map. Opal's there. She's in the background.
Okay.
Okay.
Opal is important, but not important for this context.
Hello, Marquis.
The Marquis does look towards you. Greetings, Nikolai. I think you give him your name. You would have had to give you a receipt.
I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greetings, Nikolai. Your friend was actually quite helpful for this last few days. Honestly, if it wasn't for them, we might have not prevailed. Let's just say we just were barely able to make this item because I rolled poorly.
Okay.
Opal gave one of them a reroll, so that's what.
Very nice.
But you don't know that in game. In game back, he does state. Thankfully enough, though, they were able to assist us with the crafting of this item. Torel then comes from the side, not strong arming him to the side, but more or less, I'm important too. So I'm interjecting myself into the conversation.
Are you is this an item of wonder and something that you are proud that you've made it as a conjoined effort?
Before he gets to speak, Torel does state, yes, it was something, pushes it into the side, but obviously I'm not going to do that, an endeavor that helped us get along. Anyone that wants to roll insight,
I
can roll
would
insight,
love
but it
to.
feels
Yeah.
weird the way they phrased it. But she presents to you a very nice silk-looking box. Obviously, it's not silk because it would be fabric, but it looks quite soft. It's a white box with almost a porcelain white to it, but obviously not such.
Interesting.
12, 14, 18. Nikolai, the way they phrased it, it feels like they got along. Maybe not well, but they got along.
Yeah.
Dust, you can tell that there's something there that they're not saying, so kind of hard to tell. But something did happen. Ada, you can
Yeah.
tell that you don't see them. You don't see the conversation. You just look around them and see Opal. She's pantomiming something to you, like one hand is talking, the other hand is talking, and then both of them are doing the puppet kiss thing.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Then she gets back to work to whatever she was doing.
I'm glad I don't have insight that good.
They just might be romantically involved now. They might be going out. From your insight.
Well, I just assume that everything went out without a challenge, Terrell.
It was something. In what you feel is a harsh tone, I could not do without Marquis. Right. Anyways, trying to steer the conversation away. The item inside is a scarf, as you requisitioned, but it is known as a. Well, I suppose you can take a look at it yourself. He then opens the box, and inside is a almost sheer. It's not white. It's more like a. If you've ever seen dirty eggshell color, it looks like that.
Okay.
Eggshell white. Oh, that's a good color.
Okay.
It's like a light cream,
Oh yeah.
Sure.
just with slight brown.
Yes.
Ever so slight. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just forgot how to describe it, so it's a good thing someone else did.
Okay.
I know my colors. I may be colorblind, but I know my colors.
Yeah.
Bubbles there now. Anyways.
Gotcha.
He then states, the item itself is something that cannot be detected by archaic means, which is one of the benefits and boons from it. If someone tries to identify anything in magic upon you, they would not be able to register the scarf. That's one of its boons. 2, the item itself is known as phantom projectiles. You can give it a different name, but that is the thing I have in my notes. He shows you the notes. He quite literally has notes for it. He presents them to you for your own copy.
Okay. Okay.
That it's a second boon. You are able to make a phantom object, non-magical, of anything in your possession. It lasts for an hour, so it is quite useful to have.
Oh.
However, it can only make one thing at a time, so you can't, I don't know, make 100 gold coins out of it.
All right. Okay.
It can make 1 coin, which could be useful.
Yes.
And the last boon it possesses is known as Grasping Hands. So, as a bonus action, you can use these 10 air quotes tendrils of the scarf to wrap around or attempt to wrap around someone as a bonus action. It requires a dexterity save to not be wrapped around by this of DC to beat 14, which is very good. Or else be restrained for 1d4 rounds. You can break off of this with a athletics check of 14 as well. But other than that, it's quite good.
Yeah, no, that is a decent item.
Yeah, that's really
Interesting.
good.
It also has like all the monikers that objects that you gave him to make craft in it in a pattern design inside.
Oh.
A lot more fanciful than, note here, letter here. It more looks like a pattern design rather than objects that were implanted into it. You can tell that the items were integrated into this thing.
Okay.
I do hope you enjoyed. And again, he looks then towards Opal. If you do require a job, we're more than willing to hire you up front and probably commission you if anything else. Terrell then states, my company is more than willing to associate with you and at a higher cost than Marquis. Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you? Yes, I would. You don't, Ada, you don't feel like the relationship's gonna last that long. Or maybe it will. Who knows? But right now it doesn't seem like that way. Opal like jumps the stall and goes, I'm fine for now. If you ever need a job, higher paying, feel free to ask.
Well, thank you for working on this. Does it, so what is the first thing that you said this thing with the scarf did?
The scarf itself can't be detected as a magical object.
Okay, so interesting.
It is magical, it just cannot be detected as a magical object.
I see. And is there a size limit? I feel like I could just say this out of character, but because then you can explain it. But is there a size limit to the phantom object?
Whatever you have on your possession, whatever you carry. So if you can carry it, theoretically you could replicate it.
And grasping hands, is that how many of those does it make? Does it make 2? And then each one can grasp someone, or is it one person?
It's basically the scarf wrapping around someone.
I see.
Used to be 14.
It doesn't do any damage to them?
No. I don't
Doesn't hurt them?
No. It's a scarf.
Well, I
All
see.
you can do is like strangle.
I see. Does
It's made out of fibers and the material you gave us.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Here's the rest of your payment.
You give him the rest of the cash. Yeah.
How much did I give him already?
You gave him half.
Yeah, I know, and I didn't know how much money. How much was the original payment?
It was 100 for each of them, and then I think 100 for their time. And then you gave like Opal 50 gold or something like that.
Okay.
You paid half, so it was 150 beforehand. So I think you owe 150 now.
I think
And I think that you already paid Opal.
I think I've already paid all of it because I remember having I erased 3, but I could.
Then you're fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
That's fine. You give them the money. You already took it off your list.
Yeah.
They say thank you. Marquis does state, if you need anything else done, try asking after the festival. Unfortunately, we can't allot that much time for one customer. It was a valuable and interesting concept, but again, as long as it's something small, we can do it. But I do apologize that it does not, puts up air quotes, attack anyone, but we're generally fiber specialists rather than weaponry specialists.
What is it? Is it just silk? Is it something, or is there more? Is there So you can't tear it because it's magical, right?
Oh no, you can tear it.
Wait, what?
I mean, you physically cannot tear it, but if you have a magical item that rips through it, it can be ripped through. But thanks to your friend Miss Opal, it can be mended with the, well, quite literally mending spell, and it wouldn't lose its magical property.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I guess that's all we need. Well, I'll let you know if I have anything else. Yes. Also, if you find any magic boots, let me know.
Torel does state, we have some in my shop, I suppose. Nothing fanciful though. Just what the wealthier Commonwealth can pay for. Marquis does state, we deal with more on the body than on the feet kind of clothing here.
I see. Do you have any belts?
Just nice ones. Nothing magical.
Okay.
Need
Well,
prerequisitions.
yeah, I guess that's all I have in the moment that I think of. We're off to go see some. I don't know. Where are we off to, Dust?
We on our way out of town. We do need to stop by the where I've gone to
The camel stable.
acquire the camels to let them know time frame.
Oh, of course. Have a pleasant stay in the town, and if you're here at the festival, feel free to stop on by. We will have some fantastic sales then. Terrell to try to one-up him, and we'll have even better ones in my shop.
I'll shake Marquis' hand, and then I'll shake Terrell's hand.
Yeah, you make pleasantries. They're fine. I will roll for their relationship in the background later.
Okay.
I'm ready for those rolls.
I mean, if you meet them again, you'll find out what happens. That's
Ada.
another story.
Ada, did they seem like they were really mad at each other?
How am I going to explain this? Opal, do you want to explain it or do I have to?
They have a very close working relationship right now. It can go either way. Honestly, all I saw was... it was fine. I just don't think it'll last unless they get over each other in a business sense.
You mean
Whisper,
like
rounds the corner.
become business partners?
Yes. In a matter of speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. To dodge the question, she then looks towards Whisper, who just rounded the corner. Whisper, where were you? Shopping? Did I miss something?
Opal's avoiding something. I don't know what.
I don't
We
think
got
so.
Nikolai's card.
What?
Look at how nice Nikolai's scarf is. It's very nice.
Oh, it
It
actually
is. Oh, I love it. Look at this Whisper, and then I'll like. How do I command it to like wrap around Whisper?
Bonus action, which you can do out of a combat.
It's
Throw
just
it- I-
basically a thought.
I think I make it wrap around Whisper, but not like as a to attack her, but to just like command it to like go around her, like as like she's wearing it.
Yeah. Again, it can't attack anyone. You requisition a tailor, not a weaponry expert. It wraps around her. It's quite comfy, quite nice. Very well fitting. In fact, she now has different clothes than what you saw beforehand. She has a nice, like, white attire than anything else. Some nice white leathers mixed with, if you've ever seen Aladdin, those kind of fibers on top of
The
light
Will
clothing.
Smith movie or the original?
Whisper, look at you. You look fancy. Did you get a boyfriend?
I went shopping for clothes and other things. Okay, I'm clearly missing something, but we're gonna move on. She takes out the scarf. It's quite nice, Nikolai. Honestly, it's just weird. What now?
I mean, you mess with me all the time, so sometimes I can throw it back. Yeah, we can go get camels if you want.
Sure. You got to the camel shop / the Hunters Guild.
We don't have to role play. I'm just essentially going in and saying, hey, this is when
That'd be great.
we're probably going to be ending up leaving. And
Camels,
All
good.
right, no problem. Have a requisition within this time. You tell him the time. He gives you the receipt. Pay whenever you're available.
yes,
Okay. Everyone else decided to stay outside and pet the goats that are outside.
Goats. I hate goats. They're so weird. They look like bugs. Like they have like bug eyes.
Her eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're kind of sweet.
Goats?
Yeah.
Those are-
I can't handle it.
There's
It's so weird.
something.
Something.
I come from a family of dairy farmers, so
Oh yeah, you have
Yeah.
experience, I guess. I mean, You're probably more used to it.
Yeah.
But regardless of what you think of goats, I'm gonna say sheep then. You pet sheep, kind of the same issue, but a different animal. You get the requisition. He tells you, you get it back. Come back outside where everyone's finding sheep or other stray animals that they have been gathering and collecting. Amara then
Oh,
states,
that'd be so weird. You find a cat, and then there's cat people. Ooh.
I mean, it difference between humanoid and feline.
Yes.
It's kind of weird, but not if you don't think about it.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. But regardless, you make way towards one another again, and Amara does state, all right, I think we have everything covered for preparation. We just need to know where exactly this place is. I think the guy we spoke with the other day mentioned he's going to be setting some stuff with his parents or something like along those lines. Or you could just ask someone where this area is.
Do we have any extra potions if we need them?
I have 2 potions of healing.
I have 1. Is that? I mean, I don't know if we need to stock back up or.
Fauna does state, I have 3 good berries.
All right. What if you go down, or if you aren't able to give me a good berry?
They're in my pocket.
I have 4 healing potions.
Okay. Well, Dust, I think that's a good amount. I would.
Opal does state,
Nothing against you, Fauna, but I feel like you wouldn't be able to last as long as Dust would in a fight. But
that's fine.
Yeah.
Opal does state, I had some, but then a demon crushed me into the ground and they broke.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Can we go now?
Whisper does state, honestly, other than shopping, I was gathering information. I didn't just disappear on you for no reason, other than not wanting to deal with Nikolai's thing. Great scarf, by the way. But it does seem that the
Thank you.
area that we need to go is just out in the outskirts of town. Not heavily far away, but enough that it is problematic if we don't know the area. We can definitely get there within the time. We just need to make sure we aren't there by nightfall. Because apparently these, I don't know what they are, but they told me some giant worms come out at night.
Okay.
Honestly, that sounds fun.
Wow.
So we have 2 options. We can find the individual who told you guys about the ruins, who would be able to take us directly there. And we would have to potentially share any loot that we find there with him. But we'd be able to get there pretty quickly. Or we can try to find our way there with the potential of getting around there at nightfall. But we keep all the loot.
I like the second option. I don't know the guy.
Whisper does state, I met him once. Nice enough guy. Prefer not to share. Opal does state, as long as we're prepared to go out, we should be okay. I don't know how well Ada and Nikolai would fare in the desert, but
What?
willing
I have
to
a
give it a shot.
scarf.
You know what? Fair enough. I can agree with that.
Okay. Yeah, no. So, and besides, if there's a chance with this individual who would show us the way, we'd have to be protecting him the entire time. So
go on our own. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, no. Let's ask around, and as we're heading, get some more directions as well. So
Everyone go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't know. I can't beat that.
25.
Nice.
What?
you all rolled
What
well.
the heck? That was a black hole
I am
too.
offended.
What?
We just walk along and we just sit there and bat eyes at pretty women or no. Ada just walks along the road, bats her eyes at some men that just swoon at her, and then we just kind of walk up and the women just kind of swoon at us and
Yeah, sure, why not? I think we've already established your team is an average 9 out of 10, so sure, let's go with this. A whole bunch of people gather around your team just like going, oh, what are you wearing? Oh, is that the latest fashion? And like
I got a cool
hitting on you
scarf.
and other things here and there. Eventually, you do learn that the area is known as the Screaming Mansion by the name of, well, what happens during the night. It does seem that a whole lot of wailing, some strange sounds seem to echo from those, what they consider catacombs, since no one that goes there at night ever comes back or has stayed overnight ever comes back. They believe the area is haunted. Furthermore, it was a building that should not exist here, since the building itself seems to be, well, the building, from what they can tell, is made out of a composite material known as cement. Well, not exactly cement. I don't remember the actual name for it, but the stuff the Romans used that effectively was cement.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name either.
Me either. But it would not fit in the desert. That type of material would like basically not break apart, but bend the dirt underneath it to a degree that it would not have a solid foundation, which is the main problem in this type of area. The only reason the Oasis City exists is because it has a nice solid ground to it. So for that building to exist has to be from a very, very long time ago, before, more and more sand built into the area. Furthermore, you can tell that people have tried to explore it, but no one really found anything useful. Since at a point in time, people get lost, people wander around, and eventually they just give up. The furthest someone has gone was this metallic door that stands in the area, and this, not exact missive, but a riddle of sorts was blocking their way. They didn't want to share it with anyone in the area because, it could be potentially their thing, but then they never went back to acquire or get it. They could not read it for effectively all they knew, so they might not have the language to read it, but they knew Common, Elven, and Celestial. So if it wasn't one of these, it might be the others. Or it might not be a language at all. It's kind of hard to tell. But that is the information you gather after, inquiring of the mob of people that just hover around you. Eventually, they leave. 30 minutes later.
Hey, 30 minutes. It's not bad for getting all that information.
Yeah.
And we know exactly where it is.
You know exactly where it is. I'm going to have you roll survival at advantage +2. Since you all rolled well.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be very disappointed if I roll a 1 from this.
Come on. Oh.
Please.
16.
Come on. Oh.
Okay.
19.
Ooh.
19. Okay, you needed 15 and you all
How'd we
blew it out of the water.
Roll the same. How'd we roll the same, Ada?
I don't know.
I mean, technically she rolled lower than you.
Yeah.
I rolled.
You have 2. You have plus.
Oh.
Technically, you have +4, and I have. Wait. +5? Yeah.
Yeah.
Still though, not bad. You needed a 15 if you weren't already there beforehand, but all of you got it. Even Dust. With a +2 of 16, you all easily make it there.
Well. Yeah.
It is about midday by the time you get there, but you do get into an area known as the Wailing Halls, since the building itself seems to be jutted out from the sand itself. Looking at it, you can tell that you can easily get inside without too much of an issue. But by the way the building looks, it's as if it's buried underground. Do you all proceed forwards, or do you stay outside and maybe find something else?
So, should we just go in?
I think a brief look around will be good, and then move in. So just a couple minutes outside. Who knows what we might find out here?
Ada, you can see pretty far, right?
You're still outside. I'm just
Yeah.
moving you.
Yeah, I think that we should take just a few minutes to look around, see what we can find. There might be something out here that might help us further in.
Thank you, Nikolai. Yeah, go ahead and roll perception checks.
Perception. I rolled with advantage. Oh well.
Jesus.
Ding, ding, ding.
Dust, you find a lot of sand. It's kind of hard to tell what's what goes where. Nikolai, you can tell that the area itself seems to be highly perceptive. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. You can tell that the area itself seems to be highly compacted inside the ground. However, you can also tell that the way the entrance looks, it was buried, that's for sure, but buried in a way that it was supposed to be in the ground in the first place. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue if you go underground. You don't have to worry about collapse unless you really want it. But it's sturdy enough as long as you don't cause explosions inside. You should be fine. But other than that, you do find like traces of what appear to be holes in the desert. Like sand itself begins to move around those areas. Man, what do I give it with natural 20 other than the truth?
Everything.
I guess. Well, everything in the current area. Ada, you look around and you can tell that the entrance itself goes down in the ground, but it's meant to go that way. So the area itself is constructed to be underground, which, it's fine. You don't have to worry about things being lopsided or things being in opposite directions, but there used to be a greater expanse of buildings in the area, just no longer. Maybe due to time and erosion. But the town itself, the sand, third time's a charm, seems to be jutted everywhere here and there. So if you didn't know the way, you could easily get lost. Especially at night when more of the dunes themselves would have been moved thanks to wind. So you create a small pattern in the area, use some, when I say you have sticks, jut it to where the entrance is and point it towards the city. That way you don't get lost later on in the day, just in case. And you can also tell that the holes Nikolai points out, like, hey, there's something breaking apart in the area. You can tell that they were made from a creature rather than, quicksand or something of that nature. This type of construction seems to be from a small, medium, large. What's the one after the second one after large?
Second one? So you have huge and then monster, gigantic.
From my gigantic creature, plural.
Oof.
And some of the sand seems to be violet in color. As if something scraped the ground and some of its skin was flaked off, but enough that you could tell that some of the sand is purple.
Oh, sorry. Gargantuan.
Gargantuan.
Excuse me. And then above that is colossal.
Just gargantuan.
Yeah.
And there seems to be a lot of these holes, like maybe 3 different objects created 10 of these holes.
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, creatures. You know the creatures. Natural 20.
Wait,
Other
I
than
know.
that, you don't find anything else.
So
They seem to be nocturnal.
interesting. There's some sand here that was created. Was like there's something underneath this area. What did you find out, Ada?
Well, apparently there's creatures in the sand. That's why some of the sand is spot purple.
Are they big?
More bigger than big. I can't say the word. As at a game, how do I say gigantuum?
Gargantuan.
Yeah. Wait, gargantuum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Close.
sorry. Okay,
Good enough.
like
Good enough. Good enough.
gargantuum. I can't say very large words. This is very disappointing.
Well, any creature that size, I don't think we want to deal with them. So let's try to get in and out as quickly as we can. We don't want to be here past nightfall.
Hmm.
I thought we were gonna be here overnight.
Was that the
was
plan?
I was saying that was a possibility.
Oh,
After hearing what's been going on, and after this, very much let's try to be out by nightfall.
what time is it now?
And if need be,
11 p.m.? Sorry, that would be nightfall.
AM.
A.m.
11 a.m.
Okay, so we have a while.
yeah, we have a while, and if need be,
It
I
took
mean-
like 45 minutes to get here, so you can get back to town without an issue. You have a few hours at the very least.
I mean,
Okay.
okay.
and there is also the possibility if we wish to continue on, we can come tomorrow morning earlier and delve again.
Well, let's go inside, I guess.
You begin to head inside, and immediately you are and do feel the way it feels, it's as if wind seems to be hitting your skin, but no wind is present. A cooling breeze seems to emanate all over your skin, but no breeze is present. This area feels cold. It feels lifeless. It feels as if it's been lifeless for quite some time. In some of the areas that Ada can see, there are footprints in the ground that have been aged and worn for quite some time. No one, from what you've been told and from what you know, has been exploring for a few years now. So no one should be here. However, at the very edges of your own sight, you can tell that there are some beams from the ground into the roof, and in between that part seems to be lit. Maybe campfires might not be the perfect word for it, but campfires blazing in the day, giving you low light vision. Amara does state, well, that's not exactly what I'm expecting. Either they're magical or someone's already here, but left no new footprints. At least not on the ground. Furthermore, wherever they're burning, it smells kind of like wood, so probably expensive here.
Who would be here?
That's a good question. Honestly. Do you head further
well-
inside?
Yeah,
Head
I'm
further in.
walking forward.
Yeah.
Okay. You head further inside, and you can tell that there are some doors leading. Well, air quotes doors. Hallways, leading further inside. There's one to the left, one in the middle, and one to the right. Each one seems to be almost an amalgamation of each other. Near exact copy, but not by magical means. Just an architect is an architect, and he can only make a hallway one way. Where do you go?
I'm gonna have to ask this. It's probably a really dumb question to ask, but are there footprints on where is there more footprints at one of the doors? I know they'll be old, I assume, but is there one leading to one of the doorways?
That's very good observation and potential question. You look at the ground to see if there's any footprints, and you can tell that time has corroded some of them, but not enough that you can't see. You can tell that people have been here and there for quite some time. And the one farthest to the left seems to be the one with the most foot traffic. The one farthest to the right seems to have the less foot traffic, and the one in the middle has an average of both. But nothing fresh.
Okay. So either I'm assuming this just based off the tracks. We either go to the one on the left, the far left, or the one in the middle.
Well, we do know that one individual got the farthest, and that's to the silver door many years ago.
That's true. Should we go to the right one?
I'm thinking the right.
Onward.
You begin to make your way towards the right, and you feel. 1 second.
Never felt seconds before.
Okay, back. You go towards the right side of the hallway, seeing as that has the least foot traffic. And then when you pass that hallway, you feel as if something is not coating your body, but going around your body. I was going to say who has a passive perception of, but Ada exists in this team.
Yay!
You felt this type of presence before. It is the same type of presence what happens when someone casts something on your body, like blessing, like shield, something to protect or ward you. When you pass by Ada, you feel a glimpse of something, or rather you see a glimpse of something. When you look towards the walls and things of that nature, you see to the left of you. The middle and left door seems to be almost flickering. You're not sure what that means, but they are not solid in nature. But you only catch it for the briefest of moments. Then everyone else steps inside as well.
Interesting.
Wait, did you say the middle and the furthest left, they flickered?
Yeah.
I don't think we saw that.
Yeah.
I don't think we saw
No, nobody
that.
just. I was just getting that for my
Yeah.
own benefit, not
Yes, yes.
for us
Yeah.
benefit.
Yeah.
Well,
Feels
that's-
very strange in this room.
Yeah.
Could I make an Arcana check to see what we were casted with?
Yes. Oh, so you're still there. I just didn't size this one correctly. I just moved the next map. Yeah, go ahead and work on it.
We're gonna do an Arcana too.
There we
Okay.
go. Oh,
Ooh,
no, my
large map.
athletics not thing. There we go. Oh no, I pressed athletics. Correct. That was a terrible athletics, anyways. All right, there we go.
I feel too large for this map.
But... 14 isn't that bad, and just got a 6.
Oh, we were allowed to roll Arcana?
Yeah, I'm gonna say since Dust rolled, Ada probably told
wow.
you guys.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Well, that's
Well,
new.
I think we would have felt it, or was it only Ada who felt it?
Ada's the only one that saw the other hallways do that thing, but you felt that arcanic glow on you.
Yeah, no. I was rolling for the feeling.
Yeah, no
not
problem.
for
You can
actually-
tell something
yeah.
magical coated your body in some type of ward or protection. Nothing dangerous, just something else.
Yeah.
Nikolai, you can't tell one or the other.
Okay.
You just believe people.
Yeah.
14. Based off of what transpired and what you saw, Ada, you can tell that it's not dangerous. You can even tell that it was for a good reason. Whatever coated your body and whatever the other hallways were, it's not bad for you. It's just if you went through those hallways, you're not exactly sure if you'd make it the right way. That's your instinctive feeling.
Okay. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything.
You begin to head towards further inside the right hallway, and eventually you come into a larger room. But the room itself seems to be strange, as it shows depictions of gargoyles, lions, medusas, and some other strange creatures. Furthermore, it also has depictional statues of minotaurs, human-like beast creatures, but with the head of a oxen, as there's multiple of them. Based off of these iconographies, you can tell that this was a civilization that lived or was near various monstrous races, creatures. People often are not afraid of these kind of things. It was eventually learned that minotaurs could be reasoned with and are humanoid-like, but at the start of things, people judged. When a giant creature usually attacks you, people judge heavily. But it took some time until they became more sentient in these type of things. There were obviously some other things that didn't take to sentience, but others things did. Minotaurs being the main ones. But you can tell that this civilization lived with various creatures all about them. Enough to make statues, enough to make, depictions of art. And in an area around you, you can tell that there is opened air as light begins to shine in this area. However, by the stance of where you're at, there should not be any light in this area. It's, again, low light, but light nonetheless. Looking at the roof, there is a grate that has not slashes all about it, but scratches around the metal area. And on the other side feels as if it's a blinding light shining in. There are other hallways in the area, but there is one main room that seems to be bigger than the rest. There are 2 doorways to the left, 2 doorways to the right, and one in the middle that seems to be the largest of them all. Each of the doorways to the left has a depiction of a lion. Each of the doorways to the right has a depiction of a gargoyle. And the main one in the front has a depiction of a minotaur. What do you guys do?
I want to see the minotaur.
Fresh. You're standing in front of the minotaur one. There is a oxen statue head on top of the doorway. However, there are 2 minotaurs on the left and the right side of the door. It is massive. It is large. The statues themselves seem to be maybe 15 feet tall.
Interesting. Can I climb it?
Yeah, technically.
I mean, I didn't know if it was it's a statue, right?
It's a statue.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna climb the statue.
Go ahead and roll athletics.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up and inspect the lion statue.
Okay.
Athletics?
Yes. You head towards the left side, Dust.
Okay, I didn't know if they'd be acrobatics or not, but athletics, okay.
Well, you said climbing, not parkouring.
Yeah, I know. 12.
12 isn't bad. You get to the top if you want to. It takes time, but you get there. Dust, you head towards the lion statued area. Again, same as the minotaurs, but this time lion heads on top of the doorway with 2 lions sitting on the ground. No, not sitting, but they have their hind legs on the ground as if they're sitting, and their front legs pawed up as if at any moment they're able to strike or ready to strike. If you've ever been to a very big library, that kind of thing.
I am going to do an investigation check on the lions. 24.
Okay. You begin to observe the lions, the way it looks, and the way it feels. Examining them, you can tell that there's a lot of cracks in the area. A lot of breakage is the best way I can describe it. As if you've broken a plate and superglued it back together. But everywhere. By the way it looks, it has been broken, put together a numerous amount of times. Or one very big break and put back together. It doesn't seem to be recent that these things has happened, though. Other than that, you do see, like, 24 is pretty good. It does seem that the statue has wear near the legs, but the wear is slightly to the left of it.
I'm going to go and inspect the Minotaur, followed by the gargoyles, to see if they have similar features.
Okay. You look towards the Minotaurs, standing side by side in a upright position. Nikolai on top of one of them.
Hello. Hi, Dust. How are you?
The two Minotaurs have like giant axes in front of them, holding in both hands in front of their face, as if ready to maybe strike or in a position ready to guard something. Nothing has happened or truly is expected to happen.
Can I look at the axe?
Yeah.
I want to like climb over it, or how far is the axe from where I'm at?
Did you climb all the way to the top?
Yeah, I'm on like above its head. Yeah.
It's like 3 feet from that area.
Okay. Is it like stone or is it an actual like weapon?
The weapon itself does seem to be an actual weapon.
Oh. Okay.
Just very big. It does seem to be a great battle axe, quite literally a great battle axe. A +1 weapon.
Okay.
Looking at this, Dust, go ahead and roll another investigation. And Ada, if you're doing anything, just let me know. That is a 7.
Okay.
Aw.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
You
Can,
did. Go ahead.
sorry, while Dust is doing that, could she investigate the other one?
Oh yeah,
The
for sure.
gargoyle?
Go for it.
Okay.
Dust, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You don't see like the breakage, wear or tear. But you do believe, since the weapons are, weapon-like, someone could use these. So if you break the statue, you could potentially use the weapons. It's something you ponder. Ada, 13 isn't bad. Looking at the
Okay.
gargoyles, you can tell that the statues themselves are on the wall, as if they're climbing on it, but, they are a motif. Just simple statue that is very well made, but decorated as if they're climbing up the walls. Looking at this wear and tear of them, you can tell, like, the lion ones, the air quotes, skin of the statue seems to be broken apart and then put back together, as if someone heavily broke them and then decided to put them all together. You do see wear and tear over the area, but not so heavily that you can tell if they were like truly broken and then put back together in the wrong place. But it feels like along the wall, some places had something heavy on them and then were removed. Maybe the interior decorator decided to move them around. Maybe they had some type of spell that could do that. It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
Okay.
I am thinking, because I would have thought, like Dust would have, I would have told everybody else about the Alliance. I anticipate that whichever route we choose, these statues will come to life in some way.
What are you talking about?
So
I want
that's
this
why they're broken?
axe.
So that's why the gargoyles gargoyle statue is also broken, like the lion's one.
Yes. The only one that
Yeah.
doesn't have that broken look to it is the Minotaurs.
Okay. Can I shoot a lightning bolt at the hands of the Minotaurs to like let loose the axe?
You really just want that axe.
Technically, you could. Do you?
Yes. Yeah.
Lightning bolt, right? Not lightning bolt.
Yeah. Lightning bolt.
Okay.
Boom.
I shoot lightning.
Oh my gosh, the ones. Ugh.
What's the damage? I don't see it.
17.
Okay. For some reason, it's not showing
Okay.
on my side, but I will believe you.
Yeah, it's not showing on my side either.
Yeah, neither. Yeah,
Really? You mean to roll it again?
No, it's fine. Oh, there we go. If I hover where it's not showing it, it shows me the dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled a lot of ones.
It's fine. You 17, you said?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You needed 15 to do the damage to break it.
Oh, okay.
Left arm or right arm? Hand, sorry.
It has both hands. I would do the right hand.
You shoot your lightning bolt into the right hand. It breaks apart and Dust, go ahead and roll. I was about to say reflex. This isn't Pathfinder or 3.5. Dexterity saving throw.
21.
You don't get
Oh,
pelted by
okay.
stone
What?
as it falls towards you. The right hand is
Sorry,
free.
Dust. I didn't mean to. I was trying to get the axe.
It's okay. I didn't get hit.
Okay.
You step a little further away in case he does it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the axe fall down?
No, like the thing is very sturdily made. You believe the left hand is still strong enough to carry it, but now it's like tilted. Maybe
Okay.
given a few years, it'll break apart.
Okay. Can I?
And if you want to, I assume you mean, can I break it?
Can I shoot another lightning bolt with the other hand?
Full damage.
Okay. Did it? Oh, there we go. 25.
Okay. Again, I already told you the DC to beat. You shoot lightning into the other hand. It breaks apart this time. Nikolai, you did not warn him, but he saw what you were doing, so he stepped further away. So no dexterity saving throw this time. The hand breaks, hits the ground, and the axe soon follows after. But the axe is quite big. Yeah, I'm gonna be mean. Dust, another dexterity saving throw. Just beat a 10. I told you to beat a 10.
Oh, come on.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I haven't been rolling. Like, I have some good rolls, and then they immediately go
That-
bad.
Wait, where did the axe go?
It's just falling, but unfortunately, someone got too close.
Just out of the way?
She's
yeah,
not
I was
over
just
there.
getting out
I
of the
didn't think
way.
she was. I didn't think she was over there. But
No.
That's 1d12 plus 2. I'll get rid of the plus 2 since no one's technically swinging it. So 1d12. Wow, I rolled high.
Wow.
oh
Wow.
no!
Immediately, this thing guts into you, Dust. You move away so it
No.
doesn't hurt you completely,
No!
Oh my god.
but it hits the ground soon after.
Dust! Why? I thought you moved away. What happened?
Nikolai, what did you do?
I didn't mean.
Nikolai!
The axe is there.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down and tend to dust.
Okay. That is 15-foot falling damage. I'm assuming you don't actually jump. You
I'm jumping.
say-
Acrobatics check.
Actually,
Oh my god.
Just beat a 10.
6.
Okay.
There you go.
You're fine.
Okay.
You jumped down.
Okay.
You tend to... Your friend? Collateral damage?
Gosh. Ouch.
Oh my God.
You tend to dust wounds. You're able to heal him for half. I'm going to say half. Technically, Amar's there, so she actually can heal you. 4 plus modifier. Dust, you heal for 8 points of health back.
For 8?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she did not roll high enough to get you back to max. But 8 is pretty good.
Good.
Nikolai helps. Kind of sad that it happened, but he has an axe now. Well, the ground has an axe now if you pick it up.
Wait. It's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You legitimately could not use it. About the only use that it has for our party is to sell it at some point or melt it down.
Can someone actually pick up the axe?
You can pick it up just fine. You just cannot use it in combat.
Use it. Okay.
Ada can pick it up.
Can I?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think I have pretty high strength. Can I pick up the axe?
Yeah.
Yeah, great axes. I think you have to like the biggest strength requirement that you need for like weapons and armor is like a 13 or 15. So
Well, I mean, there's a size requirement. So, like, if it's a giant weapon, I don't know.
Anyways,
how that works.
but again, I already said you could pick it up. You pick it up just fine and put it, strap it to your back. It is heavy, but nothing you haven't dealt with before. Again, you were in combat before. It is, restraining, but, as long as you don't get 2 of these, you should be fine. There are 2 of those, by the way. I'm just letting you know. In case Nikolai wants more.
2?
There's a left and right statue.
Oh, right.
I'm going to say you broke the right statue.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have this one to your back now. It is a +2 great battle axe. Very good. Very strong. Dust can attest.
Yeah. So
Nothing woke up. Like the statue just broke. Not to say it couldn't wake up, just it didn't.
I think there was a lot of people that had gone through the lion doors. Quite a few. Sorry for a minute. My
okay.
brother's talking.
From what Dust tells you, quite a bit of foot traffic has gone through the lion door. The lion itself seems to have been broken apart and put back together, which is why he believed that it might come alive. And it might. You don't really know. But you can tell further along that it might have been shifted to the left or right, as there is an indent in the ground from something that's been there for quite some time, and then it was moved or jostled. However, based off of the height and build of the lion statue, it would weigh way over 2,000 pounds. So either a giant moved it, or it came alive, which is fair because, magic exists.
I'm not seeing any cracks with the Minotaur, so I don't think very many people went down that way.
Let's go ahead and roll deception.
Wow.
Everyone believes you. They don't remember Nikolai broke the statue a little while ago.
Well, yeah.
Well, besides...
Well,
why?
I was making a joke.
Good joke. I'm just like, why? I'm not trying to deceive anybody. Good roll, though.
Good roll. I'll let you have that if you make a deception somewhere down the line. Write that down on your sheet or somewhere along the line. I'm not going to take that 21 from you.
So we're going to have to, I guess, battle the Minotaurs?
Do you want to?
I mean, it seems like it seems like most people either use the gargoyle or fight the lion. But not
Well,
many.
I already broke the hands of it, and so unless the
And
hand
then we have another
comes back
one
on
here.
it, then it's gonna be more trouble. So Why not? Let's try it.
I mean, we
think
had
it
to
might
fight
be-
2 of them.
Yeah,
At least that's what I think.
it might be a little easier just because of the numbers. And you did make it a little easier, Nikolai.
Again,
So,
there are 2 doors to the right, 2 doors to the left, and 1 door in the middle, which is the Minotaur door.
Middle.
Each of the statues have breakage other than the Minotaur doors. But again, since there's only 2 Minotaurs, less numbers
yeah.
is what your team is thinking.
Yeah, less numbers, and probably a higher chance of getting loot by going through these doors.
Mhm.
By not these doors, but this door, the passage.
This single door.
I mean, there are doors there. I did say doorways, but sorry, I meant to imply there's also doors there.
Okay.
If magic would cause them to wake up or something of that nature, opening it would probably be the proc or trigger.
Yeah.
Can I try to open the door?
Do you tell people or just reach for the door?
What?
Do you tell people that you're about to open it or do you just reach for the door?
I am actively reaching towards the door right now. If anybody has or says anything that would stop me from doing such thing, please forever say something or hold your peace.
No, go ahead.
Try.
You got this.
And I'll just kind of ready myself just in case.
Yeah, that's
can
what I
Ada
meant.
hold the action dispel magic?
You can, technically.
Okay.
You hold your action
Isn't-
to dispel anything.
Isn't that like? That's up to you, Dogma. If you hold a spell, that if your spell doesn't, if you don't activate it, then you lose that spell slot.
No. Well,
okay.
Yeah, if you like being very hardcore about the game, but if
Yeah.
you're not activating the spell, you're just holding it.
Yeah.
It doesn't dissipate anywhere. It just goes, in a sense. Think of it as a circuit, and as long as someone doesn't break the circuit, it doesn't proc.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to double check. That's
Could I,
yeah. That's
Yeah.
ruling.
could I make it specific then? If the left statue, the one with the axe, moves, can I cast dispel magic on it?
Yeah, for sure. You
Okay.
hold dispel magic ready if the left statue moves. Dusk gets prepared in case something tries to attack him again. Looks directly at Nikolai just in case it comes from the door or maybe
I'm
other.
not gonna shoot a lightning bolt at you. Chill.
Something might come through the door. You don't know. Whisper is honestly prepared for a magic. That's the main reason why I asked if you tell the rest of the team for them to prepare actions. They do so. Nikolai, you begin to open the door and you hear a ka-chunk because it's locked.
Oh. Okay. Well, can I just?
You can wiggle a little bit more. It doesn't move.
Can I?
You want Whisper then states, you want me to open that? You got it?
No, I got it. I got it.
I
It's
mean,
okay.
you a wooden door. I could give you the axe.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. No. I got this. I got this. I jiggle it. The
Jiggle,
handle.
jiggle, jiggle. Nothing happens other than jiggling.
Okay, can I try to pick the lock or whether? No. I just kind of hide next to the door and just look at the lock. I can do this. Okay.
You do so.
Yeah. What do I?
It seems to be a tumbler lock, so if you are able to pick a lock, you could pick this one.
What do you?
If you had
Hey,
thieves'
Whisper.
tools,
Whisper, can I ask you a question real quick? Can you come
Sure.
here?
comes over there.
Hey,
Yeah.
Whisper. I'm really trying to make myself look cool, so I can open this door. Can you open this door and pretend like I opened it?
Roll persuasion.
21.
Oh my god.
I would say 18 to, but 21's pretty good. Yeah, sure, I'll give you this one. You did say your girlfriend got exploded the other day.
She's titty points. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh.
Wow. Even with advantage, it's still pretty low. Plus modifier. That is a 12. Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
I forgot
Yeah.
in proficiency too. Just barely.
Mm.
You begin to like jiggle, 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 and then she like looks towards you. You can tell that she has like a air quotes bobby pin. I don't know how old bobby pins are. Definitely, probably not medieval age, but sure, why not?
She has a hairpin that she made into a lock picking tool.
Begins to twirl it around in the lock, and then you can tell it almost broke a couple of times. She just didn't do that great of a job. But she quickly moved to the side, so I'm going to have her roll sleight of hand to see if she beat Ada's plus bonus. Nope. Passive perception. Ada, you know that Whisper did it, but no one else does. Dust, what's your passive perception?
You don't even have to ask. If
Ow.
Like a
if Ada barely got it, yeah, no,
Ada-
Dust did not.
Okay. Only Ada
Ada
knows.
will allow this to happen. Like, she'll give Nikolai this one.
Yeah.
See, I got the door. See. Thanks for the advice on that, Whisper. Appreciate it.
Yeah. She goes back to the other side, prepared when you open the door. You open it, and then immediately there's a hallway through the other side.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Nothing wakes up.
Well, onward and forward.
Wait, Nikolai, just take a step into the hallway.
Okay.
See what happens.
I step in the hallway and keep going into the darkness.
You go
Go,
into
go.
the darkness, and you feel that weird tingling sensation you felt at the other hallway when you first came into this one. Nothing
And then I
harmful,
go-
but it felt like something magically procced on you.
And then, can I walk back?
You walk back. The rest of the team is there.
Okay, I walk forward again.
Same thing, same feeling.
Let's go forward then.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's this
yeah,
weird
alright,
tingle
let's
that.
Uh,
Couldn't say that was a
You
straight
did good,
face.
Nikolai. Good job.
Everyone else goes through. You all feel that same sensation. I can't give this to anyone except for Ada.
Can I roll for it, or it's a passive perception?
It's a passive perception thing. You go through it. Everyone, you feel that strange sensation again. And Ada, you feel a flickering once more. You do see that the lion door seems to flicker, almost as if they concave into each other. And the gargoyle one seems to almost look like the walls themselves bust down onto the ground, as if puzzle pieces are breaking apart upon each other. But then that quick
Interesting.
glimpse of
No, I can't see that.
flickering dissipates, and then everything's stable once more. It was a small fraction of a second that you saw that. Honestly, it felt like an illusion rather than anything else. But you go in and just find the Minotaur door. So there's the rest of your team.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. You begin to trudge along, and someone go ahead and roll survival.
Oh.
Who has the
Alright.
highest?
I think I have
Someone?
0 in survival. I think. No, I have a 3.
There you go.
He's
Yeah,
okay. Never mind. We'll go with that.
Nikolai, you don't get the team lost.
Okay.
Do I know exactly where to go?
And that's
and
okay. Nice.
You know exactly where to go. You feel like, no, the next doorway, you go to the right, you go begin to look around. Oh, you see a booby trap on the ground, go over it. Huh, that's weird. A booby trap shouldn't be here, but whatever. You move forwards, tell people about that. You then see a pit trap on the ground, and you realize that that itself seems to be almost fresh, but not so fresh that it is, immediately known. Maybe like the last person that came here set this up, but nothing
It's like
caught, so
I went through this hallway in a dream, and I know everything about this hallway.
yeah, you easily go through the next few corridors, easily just fine, until you reach, the only other place, the only other person that came here was not able to, open it.
Oh, the door.
I got this one.
Looking at the doors,
Open sesame.
you hear a voice, a very echoing presence in this catacomb, to you, Nikolai. Open sesame, sesame, sesame. You hear your echo.
Oh.
No.
Nothing happens other than that.
Okay, I feel dumb now. I'm gonna go hide over here.
You did your best, Nikolai. You did your
Yeah.
best.
Like,
Okay,
no one
thanks-
else other
thank
than that
you.
one rando a few years ago was able to get here. So honestly, good
Okay.
job.
It is gonna turn to dust. Can you read this or whatever the writing is?
Looking at the
Yeah,
doors,
well,
you
look-
can tell that there are metal beams closing this thing. The metal beams themselves seem to have writing all over it. You were told beforehand that Common, Elven, and Celestial did not or could not read this language. But there doesn't seem to be anything mystical about the door other than the writing itself. But they weren't able to open the door, so conventional means weren't available to them. Or who knows, maybe you can bust it down.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to read them.
You begin to try to read the doorway, feel a sensation, and what languages can Nikolai? No, sorry, not Nikolai. What languages can Dust read?
Here we go. We got a dictionary on our hands.
Let's go.
Okay, I know Common, Primordial, Gnomish, Elvish, Infernal, Giant, and Celestial. But within tangent of Giant and Gnomish, I can read Dwarvish. I can't speak it, but I can read it.
You can tell that the languages themselves are, in a sense, a fractal pattern of various other languages, put together in a pattern-like existence, similar to something you've seen beforehand, you've been told about. It is a variant of Primordials, Dwarven, Common, Sylvan, and another language you can't fully understand, but it is something that exists, that you swear you've seen beforehand. This type of patterning is some type of code, some type of sequence. The only people that can understand this would likely be someone that can break or make ciphers, or maybe a thief with very good skills.
Yeah, no, I can make and break ciphers.
I knew you could. I just wanted to say.
Yeah.
It's going to
There's
take
a
some
lot-
time, though.
Yeah.
You have
Dust-
the
Dust
can
will
What
be
did
like,
you find?
Cipher.
What does it say?
Let
What's
me
this-
work
what's-
on it. It'll take some time.
What's a cipher?
Code.
I
This riddle is written in a code.
know it's cold in here,
Oh,
but you gotta tell me what the door says.
Code, not cold.
Oh,
It took a few
Okay.
hours to get to this point, but since you know the way back, it won't take a few hours to get back. It is roughly around... let's see, it was 11 when you started, so it would be around 2 now. You do believe it is a difficult code, but since you have all those languages, it is one that you can solve. It all depends on if you take 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour. Go ahead and roll. What does Dust believe kind of skill he would need to solve this? I have an answer, but let's see what you can convince me of.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
wish
go-
I had.
I'm gonna look at my feet. Linguist.
Yeah.
Linguist says that it's an intelligence
Mm-hmm.
to break it. Sorry, I was looking at linguist, and then I pulled up, and it was in transfer elements, and it said charisma. Oh, I could use my charisma now. Hmm. So, I am definitely going to kind of, so this is what I want to do. I kind of want to take out a piece of paper and kind of quickly scroll in what it looks like. And I'm going to ask Nikolai if he could potentially help, because I know he does know Draconic.
Yes. That was that on the list?
I do not know Draconic.
Is that something that's need to be known?
Could be.
Okay.
Dogma did not say that it was on the list. It's just there's one root language.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are two languages that root languages that Dust does not know.
Uh-huh.
Well, three if you're counting. There's Undercommon, Deep Speech, and then Draconic. Those are the only three that he does not know how to read. He can read most any other language.
Can I come look at it and see if that language is on there?
It is not, but that doesn't mean you can't help him.
Okay.
Yeah, you give him the help action, so Dust, you have advantage on this.
I can give him guidance.
Yeah.
Guidance.
But just kind of knowing that Nikolai has one of the languages that he does not know, he would ask for that help. And I'm just gonna try to work on it using my cipher skills.
Okay.
I mean, you might want Whisper to stand by because she probably knows something too.
No, thieves can't. And I would ask also Whisper for help with potential thieves can't.
Yeah.
So.
She comes over. She does state, I know thieves can't, but yeah, sure, why not? Might be useful. Okay. So the thing to roll would be intelligence. So since you have the cipher skill, it would be proficiency as well. Thanks to help action, it'd give you advantage. And thanks to, it's not a cipher per se, it's more like reading between the words. So it would give you a boost thanks to Whisper. So intelligence plus proficiency at advantage +2 thanks to Whisper.
And I get a roll guidance.
And guidance if you need it.
Intelligence 12. That's without my proficiency. My proficiency is 4, so that is 16 plus 2, that's 18. And you know what? I'm going to take that guidance.
I rolled a 4 for you.
Okay, so 22.
Okay, you easily break this apart in 10 minutes. You don't even have to worry about it. You basically took the time just to write it down and to gather everyone here. That's the main extent of the time it took. Then 4 minutes later, you solved it. Whoever that guy was a few years ago clearly was not as good as you. Or just didn't realize it was a cipher. Eventually you do and can read it, and it does have a poem-like feeling to it. You wrote it in common so people can understand it other than you. Or you didn't. It's entirely up to you. But the poem, air quotes, does read, "In the shining light, the shadows will dissipate. In the coming days, darkness will overcome. Light and shadow, 2 coins of a single piece, 2 entities wrapped into one. The heavens and the hells will break apart when the sundering happens, and when it comes, those still here will rule."
Two halves of the same coin?
2 halves of the same coin.
No,
You said
what
said
did
two
say?
coins of the same piece.
2 halves of the same piece is what I said. If I said
Yeah.
it differently, that is my bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
basic. I still got it. Yeah.
This is a low light area by the. Well, no. This is not a low light area.
Okay.
Some of you
So-
have dark vision, and I assume others brought out a torch.
Just so you're saying now that Nikolai's a human, he does not have dark vision.
Whisper gave you a torch.
Yeah.
Open to the close.
Oof.
Yeah, Whisper
Dark
just brings out a torch, lights it, gives it to you. Here you go.
Oh,
Then gives one to Ada. Here you go.
Thank you. Okay.
Opal then goes, don't I get one? 2 is more than enough.
Well, but we could share one.
Yeah, that's fine. Comes over, huddles near the light. Yeah, that is the air quotes poem you were given. So with that, we will take our 5-minute break here and see what we
Break.
come up with.
Dang.
Could you post the poem in chat?
Unfortunately, it is written
Oh, on paper.
on physical
Okay.
notes. So I'll just give you the
Okay.
brief of what it is.
Yeah.
I also have that in notes because this happens a lot. Anyways, it reads in pattern as this. It's not the entire thing, but it reads in this simplest form. Light and darkness, 2 halves of the same piece. In the coming days, darkness will overcome. And in the sundering, what remains will be here and moving forwards.
I can really connect that to nothing.
Yeah.
Brain isn't.
I'll just I'll just do it again. Light and
It-
darkness, 2 halves of the same piece. In the coming days, darkness will overcome. After the sundering, what remains here will move forwards. Make that whatever you will. I'll be back in 5. I'll be right back.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say it, cause I don't need to say it yet. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
What? I mean, I'm wondering what happens if I get it wrong.
You explode.
Fun times.
But yeah, you guys still have time. I just came back early because my cat was right next to me.
That makes it easy.
Too bad it's not always that way when I have to take him to the vet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I'm ready when you guys are.
Sorry, I'm reading something.
So how many rooms did we skip over with that natural 20?
I'm just gonna say outright, you skipped a whole bunch of trap rooms.
Oh,
Come on, man.
we really wanted to be Indiana Jones, didn't we?
I want no. I mean, Nikolai doesn't have. Well, okay. So I was thinking about this. Interesting. Okay, so visualize Nikolai real quick. So he's a human. He's got on a cloak that is either, I'm thinking it's like a bluish, like dark hue that has like tinges of gold on it, which is interesting. And then he has a cool scarf that is a lightish white, kind of like with tinges of brown, kind of like, I would think like filigree kind of stuff. It's kind of cool. And then he also, in his hand, he has a flame tongue sword that shoots out fire. And this guy has in his other hand, he has a magic wand that shoots lightning.
Oh, dang.
I'm questioning
Right.
that.
So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm gonna say you did. Well, you went through the trapped rooms. You use your burning sword to pierce some of the area. The collapsing walls begin to go there, but you use your electric wand to break them apart before it hit anyone else. You climb the tallest mountain / hill in the, catacomb, like,
Oh yeah,
room. Crawling up there, you find a trap that would collapse it onto your team. You once again use what you have on you, some rope and that sword, to cleave into the area, to have the collapsing wall go around your team. Soon enough, you made it to the metador you couldn't read.
Oh,
Intelligence,
That's
my
cool.
weakness.
Yeah, the next section was honestly just trapped rooms except for the correct path. Natural 20, I'm just going to give it to you.
Actually, my weakness is strength, but all of that seems like a pipe dream for Nikolai. But anyway, okay.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
It might not happen again.
Yeah.
But it happened today.
yeah.
All of that thing happened. Nikolai was flawlessly executed every trap. He like jumped over it like a spy in a spy movie, like in Agent Cody Banks or something. I don't know.
Can't believe you went back that far.
That far? I was gonna say like Agent, or like, I don't know. I was thinking like Mr. Bean or something. Like, have you seen the Mr. Bean spy movie?
They had a
Out of
spy
context.
movie?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I'm learning about this.
I heard it's
Hang
good.
on, I need to look that up.
It's actually a pretty good spy movie. It's pretty funny, but he's actually pretty good at tracking down people, which is surprising.
Yeah. I wasn't seeing out of context, through YouTube. To be perfectly
Yeah, and
frank.
I'm totally watching that later.
Oh yeah, let me know when you guys are ready. You still have like a minute.
Oh
yeah.
I'm hanging out. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Okay. You look at the door again, puzzled by the not exactly puzzle. I'm gonna give you the direct message of the puzzle instead of the whole thing. Because again, filigree of words inside. So you cut it down into what's needed. Light and darkness are the same, are separate. Blah. I had it before. Light and darkness are two halves of the same piece. In the coming days, darkness will overcome. After the sundering, what remains will move forwards. Whisper does state, I got nothing. Anyone else? I don't think so. Not really.
Lightness and darkness are the same. Two halves.
No, two halves.
Yeah, two halves of the same piece. That can mean many things, but they are one and the same, just different ideals. I think this is also talking about what's going on with the Sundering.
But there has to be a way to like you say something and then like there's an answer, right?
Yeah. Darkness will prevail or will overcome.
In the coming days.
Yeah, in the coming days. But after the Sundering, what remains will prevail.
We'll move forward.
Yeah, we'll move forward.
Either way.
Yeah, prevail, move forward. So, there are two parts, but you cannot get rid of one entirely. Because take a coin and Dust will just take out a gold coin.
And then
One
grab it from
side-
his hand.
No.
No, okay.
Dust will just take out the gold.
Okay.
With each coin, we have a heads and a tails, two completely different sides. But without one, you don't have the other.
Yes.
The worth is not the same.
So how does something that becomes one thing overtake the other side?
Just like this. And Dust will flip the coin up in the air, catch it, and then catch it and throw it down on top of his other hand. And then remove his hand.
You remove it,
Just-
and on the only facing side that you can see anymore is heads.
Just like when it comes to heads, when we're flipping a coin, one side will always prevail over the other, will overcome. But that does not mean that the other is not there. In time, and Dust will actually take it and flip it again.
Mhm.
And he'll keep doing that until he gets a tails.
You do it 3 more times.
Yeah. Eventually, it will come out the other side.
It's tails now.
So, and that's the first part. But what remains? What remains when all things go dark? Hope. When things go dark,
Nikolai's just like kind of just like staring you down. I was like, okay, I see.
hope is something that will always remain, no matter how small it is.
You think that's the answer?
Possibly. What are some other ideas that people have? Nikolai? Ada? Do you have any ideas?
I have nothing, so we could try it out and see what happens.
You rolled a natural 20. What?
Oh, dang.
Nikolai, what did you say?
I'm saying. Nikolai is pondering. Deduction. If we look at two sides of one thing that are the same item.
Dim light, additional 20 feet. The light can be colored as you like, completely